Tomorrow.
All right, thank you very much, Brian. It is really the gift of that top 10 154 fighters. Erickson Lubin taking on former Unified Wallenpool at 154 after being dethroned by Unified champion Jermell Charlo. But he faces a huge opportunity to get right back into the mix for a title. To Kevin Cunningham, the respected trainer of left-handed champions. Lubin would love Charlo. He is now one victory away from getting another opportunity at gold.
That is not on there is the fact that Lubin is a left-hander, and Rosario's
an accidental foul or headbutt causes a fight to end within 4 rounds. It's a no decision after 4. They go to the score.
From the State Farm Arena here in Atlanta, Georgia, Premier Boxing Champions presents the co-main. Introducing our 3 judges, scoring from ringside. From Nevada, Robert Hoyle. From Georgia, Ed Cantor. All right, fans, here we go with the co-main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Wing out of Miami, Florida, by way of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Gentlemen, here is the WBC number 3 ranked world contender, introducing the former Unified 100. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks with black trim. Wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the Southpaw WBC number. And once again, a referee in charge now to give instructions. 12 rounds of action. We have
72nd professional bout. An important one at 154 and silver trim. Rosario in the yellow, white, and blue.
Lubin is such a master at picking his shots. He's always sharp, always alert, but he has to be.
The combined record of his last 5 opponents, 117, 6, and 2 with 1 no contest.
That's for sure.
And again, we will hopefully determine an undisputed.
When he is at his best, he's using that punch.
Always a great set.
Decision in September of last year. Prior to that, became the first person to stop former belt holder Ishe.
Per-pound division, because everybody fights each other, and that's one of the charms of the division.
That's exactly
right hand. He's just waiting to kind of uncoil it and wing that punch.
You got to give him credit for that.
Amen.
Rosario, definitely. And you know, he's in there. He's doing a good job.
Come with that downhill pressure, and of course, Lubin working with.
We'll begin with balance issues, but you saw in that first round, nothing like that a problem for him. The right hook, he's a confirmed. He has a good left hook, and against the southpaw, you can double with the hook. And always.
The bell and round 2. Lubin looking. Dempsey, whose birth date was on Thursday. He came back from a first-round knockout to become heavyweight champ. Solid lead left hand through the guard bottom.
Rosario, in his last, when he fought Jermell Charlo, they didn't feel like he.
And now coming off a career-long 273-day break for the 2nd time in his career.
That's key for this fight. You don't want to rush in against Lubin because you're going to walk into that leg. Rosario's
a body by Lubin and then goes upstairs working the jab. Economical, can be vulnerable, and he's now facing the biggest puncher since he was stopped by. Very animated, shouting out their instructions to
overhand right. You want to make sure you're in great position for that.
Round number 2, and let's go to Jim Gray.
40 and him coming up. How are you going to use that to your advantage?
Well, me and my coach, Virgil Hunter, we have a great game plan going.
Gain any confidence and start feeling comfortable at this weight?
Definitely. I mean, everything I throw whenever I step in the ring has balance.
Mario, best of luck. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Thank you.
All right. Mauro, back out to you.
All right, Jim, from the against one of the biggest stars in the sport, in Gervonta Tank Davis. That's our main event still to come. You are watching Rosario.
You feel a change in body language for Rosario. He's coming forward with more of an intent.
Give a high-paced pressure to Lubin, you know, because if you give him space, you think.
To the body, especially in his last fight when he was left convulsing after that shotgun jab by Charlo. Beautiful right hook around the guard and a left, and Erickson Erickson Lubin.
It's, you know, he's a natural right-hander, so that's a powerful hook for Lubin.
Very composed. Under a minute left in the third, and Erickson Lubin stalking Rosario, who's now on.
Of being careful and keeping his composure and not rushing in.
And showcasing the maturity of a comprehensive effort. Left uppercut again. A terrific third round for Erickson Lubin, putting it on Jeison.
Sit down. Okay. Be nice and calm. He's going to come like a crazy man.
Into trouble, and then he followed it up with the left hand.
Round four, Lubin will continue to try to test Rosario's punch resistance.
Opportunity. You know, you saw that it's there already, so Lubin doing the right thing, and he's just waiting for a great opening.
Style's better for me. I'm going to land him right away.
And then tremendous effort. Full cut, but lands the left hook.
Wow, talk about, you know, coming back, Rosario after being hurt.
Top of the sport. He was a champion, was dethroned in his last fight, and now knows just how important.
Rosario's starting to throw the left hook better and landing it to the body.
Guts and determination to jump right back into the fray here at 154 against the...
Lubin, you know, remaining calm.
Yeah, and maybe giving him an opportunity to just...
Hurt this guy, you're picking your shots well. So it's no rush for Lubin. Pick your shots, it's going to come.
Come back here in the fourth as it's now Rosario unloading on Lubin. Both of them are vulnerable.
Give me the bucket, bro. Together, but you went out there and took the round off, man. You can't fuck around with this dude, man.
The left hand better with the hook, and it ironically, as you point out, it was a jab. There's
Power puncher like Rosario that he is.
Exactly.
Rosario knows what a jab.
Interesting.
Yeah, very much so. Which man is going to be more vulnerable?
Fighters in a deep and competitive division willing to put it all on the line in search of, and should be.
Right hook again by Lubin. You know, he's found a home for that.
Lubin letting Rosario in. Not being as effective with the jab. Still trying
to reestablish the jab. Lead right hand landed for Lubin as
land lots of power punches, so he's got that resiliency as well.
Under a minute left here.
What a round it has been. Both had the moments already. Really close round for both.
As we come down to the final 15 seconds of the fifth round, we end round 5.
Those punches are hurting him. Lower your arms. Let's go. A nice deep breath. Now, that's what I want you to do. Get your rhythm. Your rhythm is the key in this fight.
Jeison Rosario and former 154-pound title challenger Erickson Lubin. More renown are still to come. The main event, a battle of undefeateds as Gervonta Tank.
But they both wanted that punch more. Oh, nice uppercut by Lubin.
Seen the growth of Erickson Lubin, and he drops Rosario after that at the 7th time in his career. Lubin looking to reap the dividend. With his team as he picks up.
He was able to weather adversity, and that young man, a primal screen adversity, and was able to do what I think they wanted to do, was go to the body, where obviously
from the first round knockout defeat against Jermell Charlo. If he goes on to win a title, he will join our main man, Abner Mares. You know what it's like, my brother.
Yeah, I can.
For Lubin, he did that very, very well. And even though he only landed 21 jabs, he threw. We'll go back to the very first, the right to the body that ultimately got him into big trouble. The jab was just window dressing on that.
And the first one was basically a setup for that next one, which was a left body shot. Had a lot of power into it.
Maybe
the left, yeah, the left one was a little bit low, but it was the right one. I think that. But there was also some other issues. So here we'll take a look at Lubin. He is Lubin, getting him in trouble. Now he's on the ground and a right hook lands. Now he was starting to go down.
And plus Rosario was on the ropes when he landed that right hand. But
so
he did not recover.
Great effort.
Erickson Lubin lowering the boom and celebrating with the southpaw, specialized in training left-handed champions. Does he have another one in Erickson Lubin? Let's make it a
6. Our referee in charge, Jerry Cantu, reaches the count of 10. The winner of the
Let's go to Jim Gray.
And then in the 4th round, had a little bit of trouble yourself. How would you describe this evening?
I just followed the game plan. I had power, and he was trying to counter me. So I'll feint him out and use my jab consistently, and I was ending up hurt.
How much is Kevin, you're 6-0 with him now, how much has he helped your patience instead of just boring right in and maybe causing your...
That's what we did.
Let's take a look here at the end of the fight, the first knockdown, where you came in with that vicious...
Hold his body like that. I knew he was hurt. I went right back to the jab.
Did you basically know at this point that...
Everything hard. Boom. Body shot. You know, I kept going to the body. I ain't mean to hit him to the...
And that one was a fight, and is that what you'd like to have next?
Absolutely. I want the title fight. I want everybody at 154. I want to be able to say that I beat everybody in my division when I'm champion.
And this one had a smile on his face since this started. Yes. Back to you, Morrow.
Special moment between father and son. Erickson Charlo battles Brian Castano. The winner will be the undisputed 100 at the time of the stoppage. All 3 judges had it.
4 of the 5 rounds was scored the same by all 3 judges. Lubin built an early lead. Punching from the beginning of the fight really was the difference on the cards. Nice and impressive performance by Lubin.
20, he lowers the boom. BC, it was indeed hammer time in Atlanta.
I watched that Charlo fight and I realized Rosario has problems with body shots and fights, and because he tries so hard to make the 154-pound weight at the world title. Now, we captured some great audio in the corners during this fight, and we call it trainer.
Be nice and calm. He's going to come like a crazy man now. You got to be...
Go look for no knockout, but put your shots together. But you went out there and took the round off, man.